All right. A little bit of a different view, and my phone starts ringing as soon as I call. Hey there. In a few minutes, I'm going to be doing a tour of my deck library inspired by Tarot by the Pines. Because I watched their video and it was amazing. Got to see, I'll link to it in the bio here. Or in the description. I'm a little off right now because we have thunderstorms rolling in and the dogs are getting nervous, but they're okay for now. So, did not plan to do this. It just felt like the right time with the storm coming in because I wanted to get something out today without losing power again. That's happened a few times, so. I'm ready. Not answering that call. Of course. Phone hasn't rung all day and then it does as soon as I hit record. Rather, broadcast. All right. I'm sitting in my office right now where the magic happens. Literally and figuratively. This is my Chief Financial Officer, Finnegan. He's going to be helping me by standing on my lap today. He doesn't like the thunder. So, Finn, you going to help me out? All right. So what we're looking at here, this little half shelf behind me is my Oracle decks. It contains my Oracle decks. And this big old shelf here contains my tarot decks. And I will start with tarot because that's what Finnegan wants me to do. And his claws are digging into my legs right now. This is not going to work, my love. You be all right? You just want to snuggle? Please hold. Please hold. Hold your puppies. Okay. No? Alright. I have these somewhat arranged in alphabetical order. I think subconsciously they're also in, favorite preference order, and my shadow is blocking that right now. Will this help at all? Not really. Okay. You right, Finn? The big ones that don't exactly fit comfortably on the actual shelf are standing up in the back, as you can see. This is a great video. I hope none of you get seasick. There we go. Ah, that's a little better. Yeah, I'm not blocking it now. So I've got, actually, for those with the keen eye, these are all the Inside Edition decks. And, the ADHD in me, I just kind of it's nice to see that they're all, about the same size. That's really nice for me. I'm stalling. Let's dive in. First one right here. We're going to start with the tarot shelf, and then I'll move over to the Oracle shelf. I have not even unwrapped this beauty yet. Game of Thrones Tarot. I was a very late fan of the show. I have the book right there. I tried. Can't get into the book, but I really enjoyed the show for the most part. So I'm trash for this. I will be doing an unboxing and deck review of this month, September. Happy September, by the way. So that is the first one there. Wait, I want to see the spine. There you are. Next up, my favorite deck. This is my personal deck. I don't often use this to read for other people unless they're in my Jane Austen book club or specifically ask for it. Jane Austen Tarot. Not your traditional tarot deck, but still, I adore it. And amazing box construction. This was what spoiled me for all the other boxes out there. The Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot deck from Insight Editions. I love this deck. One of my absolute favorites, both the fandom and the style. And it's just consistent throughout the whole thing. It really holds up. Labyrinth. I adore the movie. The deck, you can watch the review. I still love it. I wish I knew how to quit you. Look at David Bowie. So handsome. And more recently, I added Hocus Pocus Tarot. Beautiful deck. It is as wonderful for me as Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm climbing the charts here is Supernatural Tarot because I'm on my second rewatch of the show for the first time ever. Started it 3 months ago and just kind of breezed through it, fell asleep, missed a lot of episodes, so I'm restarting to catch the episodes I didn't watch. Adorable. adorkable, both of them, the main characters. Amazing deck. I think Rowena in this deck is the personality of the deck is Rowena. So, oh yeah, her. That's the vibe this deck gives me. I really need a camera that can focus. Don't we all? My husband found this the same day I found Game of Thrones Tarot. I didn't know it existed. Maybe I saw it in passing on Insight's website, but Insight Editions has a Star Trek Tarot deck. As you can see, I haven't even unboxed it yet. I'll be waiting for that. Coming up September. I just... Can we just... I love it. I love it so much. Haven't yet done much with this one. Haven't really connected to it yet, but I haven't reviewed it either, I don't believe. If I did, I forgot about it, which says a bit about A, my memory, and B, what I think about the deck. But if I was glancing at it quick, I would think this is Hocus Pocus Tarot. Just the coloring. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of just the same color scheme and the neon greens and the bright colors and the gold and the reflections, and I'm not complaining. But I think I've mentioned it before that I never really cared for classic Disney movies. I like The Lion King and Little Mermaid, but that's kind of where it stops. So, guess I'm not a fan of watching people's mothers die. And brand spanking new Garbage Pail Kids Tarot. It's so gross. I'm keeping it forever, but I don't know if it's ever going to make it into the shop for me because this would have to be like a special request, like a secret menu item. Maybe I'll do a secret menu link because, yeah, Garbage Pail Kids Tarot. So bonkers. Absolutely off the wall. I'm so proud of this one. This doesn't look like much, but it's actually an old fossil watch box that my husband had laying around. It's my friend's tarot deck because I didn't love the carton that it came with. And I have like foam decoupage with, not decoupage, I just put stickers on pieces of foam to kind of cushion it and made my own little ribbon. I'm really proud of that. But yeah, it's the Friends Tarot deck. Super cool. Very little. Travels easy. There, I have a label. Right there. Friends. Had a bunch of, what do you call it? Stickers. Friends stickers. So, it's my Friends Tarot deck. Very cool. Golden Girls Tarot is up next. Same maker. This is Smith Street Gift. Same maker as the Friends Tarot. Haven't gotten around to doing this box yet. Don't know if I will because it's cute, and I know that there's the bigger box that it's a version that comes with it. This is just a reprint, but it just looks and reminds me of like a cigarette box. I don't love it, but it is very 80s. So, what are you gonna do? And now, yes, Pines. I do have this one, Haunted House Tarot, and I do love it because the art reminds me of tabletop gaming art, like spooky ones, and I'm wondering if there's some overlap with that. But I write haunted house stuff, so this is good for tricking me into unsticking myself from plot crap. Weird title though, Tarot of Haunted House. It almost feels like a translation, so I wonder if it is. Well, Italy. It's Lo Scarabeo Publications or something. So I'm wondering if it's originally Italian, and this is Tarot of Haunted House is the English translation. That's my guess. I'm not Italian. I'm Sicilian, so it's not a great guess, but that's a guess. I love the art. The art's what sold me on it. The cards are a good quality, a little thin, but this one I'm definitely making a new box for because it deserves something creepier. And I don't know what that's going to be yet, but here we go. Oh my god. The same day that I got Game of Thrones Tarot and Star Trek Tarot, Meryl Tarot. You saw that right. A tarot deck based entirely on Meryl freaking Streep. And it's the, I know that there's like the Golden Girls box like that. I wish Friends had a box like that because I would get it. Look at this. Like I have not unboxed these yet. I mean, the box came uncellophaned, if you will, but each one has, I'm hoping, I wonder if it's just Major Arcana, but this is her character, Karen Blixen and Out of Africa. Meryl Streep is a god, so this makes sense to me. The one that I did not buy when I saw it sitting next to this one was the Britney Tarot. I think Britney's been through enough, so I'm going to give her a couple decades to cool off, and then maybe I'll look at the Britney Tarot. Also, Smith Street Gift. I can't wait. This will be September as well. This might be the first one I do. I think it has to be. Divination with Hollywood's High Priestess. All right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a Minor Arcana one on the back. Oh my gosh. Miranda Priestley is the Chariot. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, even the Minor Arcanas have the movie and character on the top. I love that touch. All right, next up. Wise Dog Tarot. It took me a while to connect to this one, which is really, really good for me because I love dogs. Real dogs, obviously, and fake dogs, I guess. Snoopy's cool. Wise Dog Tarot. I was very possessive of like letting myself get attached to it because that's how I am with dogs now. Back in December, my Henry had to cross the Rainbow Bridge, and I've been very protective of myself regarding dogs. We are fostering a dog right now named Gilly. Yes, you baby girl. I'm losing the light here because the storm is coming. But Wise Dog Tarot, it's when you just need a snuggle or to be remembered, or to be reminded why you adopted dogs in the first place or rescued dogs, or if you miss your dog, you could do that. The reason why this deck is so special to me is because MJ Cullian, the creator, based the art of each card on actual dogs of people she knows. So it's like that part of me knows that some of these dogs are no longer with us. Some of those dogs were passed ahead of time, and like some of these are really funny. And it's not like Cat Tarot. The Cat Tarot deck is like funny. This one is like sentimental. Oh man. I'm fine. I'm warming up to it. I actually only use this deck. It's not available in the store. I'm only using this deck to talk about, like, to ask my intuition, like, when am I ready for another dog? And one of the answers recently was it's okay to foster first and just forever. Like, I don't ever have to get another dog if I don't want to, but I do. I'm fine. My love of my life. Stacy Graham's Zombie Tarot. Stacy Graham is a friend of mine from the writing world. Not only is she a literary agent, she at one point was my dream literary agent when I was writing middle grade horror. And I'm not writing that anymore, so we weren't a match. And that's okay, because if her brain could do something like this, and also she can do this book, Haunted Stuff, Stacy Graham. If you like this deck, you're going to love this book, by the way. Haunted Stuff. It's like almost like an Unsolved Mysteries kind of collection of stuff that she toured around and got notes on, and like the story behind Annabelle is in here. It's so good. And also if you're writing anything that's kooky nonfiction or spooky stuff of almost any age group except adult, Stacy Graham is the one to query. She's phenomenal. Zombie Tarot. Adoring deck. It's so snarky, but it's also very honest. My version of the deck is just like, oh, you want something a little spooky? Okay, here you go. And then, like, you know, when you're in the middle of the day, like, and you feel like watching a scary movie, this deck does that, where it's like, you asked for it. I know what I'm talking about. Whatever. All right. I'm gonna get to those two last. This deck is the deck of my heart. Kawaii Tarot. I did not know what the word kawaii meant for a long time, and then I saw this deck and I was in love with the illustrations. Kawaii is the Japanese art of cuteness, and I am sold. This was another box that I made. I wrapped it in some cute unicorn alpaca fabric that I have. It was actually, I think, the insert was this the insert of the Friends box no, it was the insert that this box actually came in, that this deck. Cute little guidebook and giant wasted space of cards in here held with my hairband. So it works, it's adorable, it's big, and I love it. Kawaii Tarot. This one is available in my store for readings. I love this one because it's still honest and it's super soothing. Like, it's not cute, it's not cavity sweet. It's endearing, it's soothing. Love it. My prized possession of all my decks is this Lord of the Rings officially licensed tarot. I don't know why it was never produced in the US, but it wasn't. This was the most expensive deck in my collection. I think I bid, I mean, I got it on eBay and I don't think I bid. I think I just gave them the $60 they asked for, 55 or 60 bucks. Not the greatest box, so I'm still kind of working on doing that, but it's just like full-on memorabilia, and I've taken to, I have like a little fine point Sharpie, so I'm writing over the characters of what the actual name of it is. So this is Gollum is the Fool. I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Extended trilogy, not the books. I can't get through the books. Tolkien and G.R.R. T.R.R. Martin, whoever he is, they're both like, hey, what's going to bore the pants off of Erica as a book but be amazing as TV or movie? And they were like, oh, let's do these two. And they're like, okay. And then they did it, and I love them both. The TV show Game of Thrones and the movie of Lord of the Rings. Not the authors. I don't know them. I can't remember if I determined it was Chinese. Yeah, I think it's a simplified Chinese text that's original. And if you do get your hands on a copy, your Google Translate app is really, really helpful. The whole guidebook is in Chinese as well. But you can, if you hold it steady over, it'll scan it and translate it for you in the moment. And next up, oh no, why aren't you fitting? What did I do? Oh, were you squeezed in there? Okay. We're gonna put that back later. Next up, the second deck that I've bought on site alone. I appreciate Dave Bowie. I'm not a huge David Bowie fan, but this stunned me. Maybe it's the hot pink. I don't know. I couldn't not have this because I am trash for good boxes. And what this deck is, this deck is above my pay grade. However, amazing for my collection because I will eventually get around to using it and learning it and understanding it. But this deck is based on the art of the artist behind David Bowie's album covers. So can you just, they're trippy. They're very trippy cards. If I thought Garbage Pail Kids was trippy, like, these ones are intense. Overwhelming. Oh, Los Scarabeo. Same publisher as whatever was the one we were just looking at. Oh, Haunted House. Tarot of Haunted House. Starman Tarot. It's heavy, huge. I can hear someone asking, and this one retails for $36.95 US. I fell in love with it. That's really bugging me. Why aren't these? Oh, because it was over by one. There we go. There's a little. I have little ledges back here. Okay, now this one, this chunk, Tarot Apocalypsis. This is the most amazing guidebook I have ever seen. One of these sections is, this is like how Titanic came on VHS, you know? This is the deck box. So there we go, nice normal sized decks. This is the freaking guidebook. I love this thing. It's intense. This is the encyclopedia of fancy tarot information. So I have not reviewed this deck yet, but I am going to because I think people need to know that it exists. I mean, it goes into history here on each individual card from the 78, like major and minor arcana. And like when I'm stuck in a power out, this is going to be the book I go to. It's a freaking hardback book. Like, it's so huge. Amazing illustrations. Love it. Okay, I gotta remember I'm not doing reviews right now. I'm just touring my library. La, 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 la. Yeah, and these cards just sort of flop out. Not the best box design, but what it lacks in box design, it makes up for it in guidebook being a freaking tome. Here we go. Tarot Apocalypsis. Not in my shop, just a beast I had to own. You know? It's like, oh, there's a secondhand lion. You should buy that. It's a good movie, too. You should see that movie. Secondhand Lions, if you haven't already. Okay. Heinz, I gotta talk to you about one of these. If and when you're watching this, I want you to message me. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing this one up close. Not this one. This one is a really simple... This is a clearance item at Barnes & Noble. Just Secrets of the Tarot deck. Very simple. Comes with this guidebook. This is one I might be putting up on my shop as a bundle with something else. A bunch of these are, actually. So this could be one of them. However, very simple, very straightforward. So that's this one in my green little baggie. So just to sort of spice it up a bit. I'm never going to read with that one. I flipped through it, unused. And a really good guidebook. Very cute, very sweet. Good for beginners. And I'm comfortable enough to say that I'm not a beginner anymore, so that one is what it is. But this one, Pines, I wanted something like Halloween Tarot, the one that you've reviewed, that you've showed before, right? So I saw this one at my local store, Spiritual Uplifts. Jack-o'-lantern Tarot. Fun! Carved Halloween pumpkins. That's amazing. I even have a bad feeling opening it right now. It's just so scary. It's not like, ooh, Goonies spooky. It's like, I don't know, Return to Oz spooky. It's just amazing artwork. Absolutely amazing artwork on the back of the cards, right? And it holds up to the cover title, yeah? It's beautiful. Another Lo Scarabeo publication. But there is something unnerving about this deck. I cannot put my finger on it, so I would love to send this to you and see what you make of it. Kind of cardboardy paper cards. I don't know, it's more like Skull Tarot. Halloween Death Tarot. Samhain Tarot, and that's fine. And then there's some that are really interesting and like very simplified, stylized, bucolic art, but it's not, something isn't clicking here. Oh! And the deck just jumped out of my hand. I only have half of it left. Ha ha. Okay. Right. Let me get that. Take a drink break. Oh my gosh. I want to be respectful of all my decks, but this one really just has an antagonistic energy. And yeah, I could have just been the one who fumbled it just now. Let it fall out of my hands and everything, but I know how to shuffle my decks. This one's not one of them. This one's not mine. It doesn't feel like mine. Jack-o'-lantern Tarot. Sorry I dropped you, tarot deck. Alright, now I'm just going to make sure all the cards in the right direction before I put it back. I'm not worried about reversed or upright. I'm just looking for frontward, backward facing. Dog hair all over it. Oh my goodness. So I don't know if you own this one or not. And if you do, I'll find your review for it, or a video if you did a commentary on it or something. I'd be really curious to see. Okay. The moon. Very powerful cards, and this is not what I would picture for a jack-o'-lantern deck. Like, it's kind of like buying a, you know what it feels like with this deck? Oh, it's like, oh, I went to an antique shop and found a Care Bear. And it turns out it's possessed and takes over the world. That's what this deck feels like. With respect, deck. I don't want to worry about this one. So thank you, deck, for letting me spill your guts. I hope I got all the cards. Jack-o'-lantern tarot. Wicked. Yours for the taking. Maybe we could do a swap. I don't know. Oh, I forgot the guidebook for it. All right, keep getting your drinks and snacks, guys. I'm just gonna put this away. I'll be right back. Ooh. Not used to the camera being right there. Sorry. All right, and then I believe that's it for tarot. So last I counted, actually I've never counted. Together I have like something like 27 decks with Oracle and Tarot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I have 21 tarot decks. I actually also have, did I put them in there? Yeah, I did. Okay, I have a couple of other ones that are called tarot, but they're not actually tarot, so. Let's go to my Oracle decks. All right. I think these are in alphabetical order. And I like all my Oracle decks equally, but I like my Seasons of the Witch more equally than the others. First up, I have never gotten this open yet. Beyond Lumeria. It's a mini version. I think there's a bigger version of the deck. But beautiful art, and I just don't feel compelled to open it yet. I'll probably get to it eventually. It is not this day. Beyond Lumeria. Lemuria? Very new agey fractal sci-fi images. Oh, one of my favorite Oracle decks. Literary Witches Oracle. If you're watching this, you're probably one of my clients and you know that I love it because I love reading for you guys with this one. So, very, very different. Very, very proud, very serious deck. And this one, I want to gift this to someone eventually. This one is not my cup of tea. It's movie tarot, but it's not a formal tarot deck, so I'd call this more Oracle. And I got it because of Lydia from Beetlejuice and David Bowie from Labyrinth. But it's a very, very different style of deck. The guidebook is very odd to read, but this deck feels like somebody loved movies but didn't understand tarot and made a tarot deck. Didn't totally understand tarot. I don't know. But also it does really well. It does a good job too. But I love the box. Who am I kidding? Look at that shiny. Movie tarot. I think this was my first deck ever in recent years. Magical Unicorns Oracle cards. I got this at Casadega down here in Florida. Casadega is the sister campus of Lilydale up in upstate New York, where I'm from. And amazing, very simple, very nurturing but honest deck with unicorn art. This is one of my favorite finds on Etsy. Outdoors Oracle. This is a husband and wife team who made this. I don't know if it was Kickstarter or not, but it is one of the most unique and simple and true to its, I guess you'd call it fandom. It's very in tune with nature. It's very in tune with outdoorsmanship and all that good stuff. So amazing monochromatic art with some bronze metallic glints. A Nature Unknown is the couple's name on Etsy. A Nature Unknown. Beautiful. Just picked this beastie up at Casadega again on one of my second trips because it felt like a nice little sister to Unicorns Oracle. Pegasus Oracle. I'm a big fan. Very bright, very pop art, very neon, electric, amazing, fantasy art. So good. Very comforting. Yeah. And now, pulling all these three at the same time. This is the collection so far of the Seasons of the Witch decks. First one that I owned was Yule Oracle. I saw this at our local Second and Charles store. If you know what Second and Charles is, congratulations, because that's an amazing store. If you don't, find one. They're amazing. Seasons of the Witch, Yule Oracle. I bought it, I didn't even look at the back. I just saw the cover art and I grabbed it. I knew it was right, and it's held up. It's gone above and beyond my dreams. So, the next one I bought, I believe, was Beltane Oracle, even though Samhain Oracle was the first one produced, and then Yule, and then Beltane, I think. I think that's all they have in print right now. Amazing collection. Awesome introductions from the team, the creative team on it. And just a really eerie, cozy, honest deck collection. I love these three. Try to do them alphabetical. There we go. Beltane, Samhain, Yule. And last but not least, Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards. I bought it on Topic alone. And the art is just a bonus. Colette Baron Reed, a lot of you probably recognize that name. Wow. Okay. This deck does not want to be touched right now. That's okay. Or maybe I'm just getting nervous because the thunder is getting a little louder. Don't know if you can hear it. So, Oracle, Tarot, and down here I have my library, and over there I have some Care Bears and figurines. That'll do it. Tarot by the Pines, thank you for the inspiration and the challenge, and let me know what you think about any of these for anybody watching. What decks should I add to my collection? What would you like to own? I'm always open for negotiations, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't even like negotiating.